Gotcha.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Monster Hunter World video. This is TheGameconomist, and today I have a guide that will show you how to obtain every mantle in Monster Hunter World, all the way up to the Temporal Mantle, which is the last mantle that we've gotten since I've made this video. I'll also throw in all of the boosters as well. If you're curious about just one or two mantle or one or two of the boosters, I've gone ahead and broken the whole video down into timestamps, so really all you have to do is jump into the description and click on the mantle or the booster that you're most interested in. If you find yourself stuck in not being able to progress in the unlocking of a certain mantle or booster, I always recommend talking to all of the NPCs and trying to get more of the story and the optional quests done. It's usually a case where you didn't talk to somebody you should have, or you're not a high enough hunter rank, or there's a main story or an optional quest that you haven't completed. For those of you who are new to the game, let me explain equipment a little bit more. It works kind of like a consumable. You'll have your item bar where you'll be able to access your equipment. Once you've turned your equipment on, it'll last for a limited amount of time. And after that timer has been met, that equipment goes on to recharge. You'll have to wait for all of that time to pass by before the equipment becomes available again. But once it's available again, you can use it once more in the fight. So you can just keep using it in your fights. And it really does affect the fight. Some of the mantles are very overpowered. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, we have the Ghillie Mantle. It turns you invisible and allows you to de-aggro the monsters. This is unlocked by simply playing the story mode. You unlock it very early. Then we have the Glider Mantle, which is also unlocked by simply playing the main storyline. All you have to do is defeat the first main story quest in the Coral Highlands. Number 3 is the Health Booster, which is also unlocked by simply playing the main story quest. All you have to do is finish the quest, one for the history books. That's the quest where you fight Zora Magdaros. After that, we have the Vitality Mantle. The Vitality Mantle is also unlocked by simply playing the main story quest. All you have to do is defeat the Tickled Pink quest. That's the one where you fight Anjanath. I recommend pairing the Vitality Mantle with the Health Booster until you unlock some of the better mantles out there, okay? So just Vitality Mantle and the Health Booster together is a really strong combination. Number 5 on my list is the Challenger Mantle. The Challenger Mantle, basically what you can do, maybe the only use for the Challenger Mantle really, is to put it on and then lure the monster underneath a falling boulder and then drop those boulders for a bunch of free damage. Other than that, I almost never use the Challenger Mantle. In order to unlock it, you need to reach Hunter rank 13 and finish your optional quests until the Armory Merchant is a girl in the armory. She's going to offer you a 7-star optional quest called the Red and Blue Crew. Number 6 on my list, the Bandit Mantle. This is a popular way for people to earn money. You equip it and then you start attacking the monster, and they're going to drop items that you can later sell for more zenny, more money. Basically, you have to be Hunter rank 9 and play the 5-star optional quest, Redefining the Power Couple, in order to unlock it. Number 7 on the list is the Apothecary Mantle. The Apothecary Mantle helps you apply ailment statuses to a monster faster. I'm not a big fan of this mantle, and I think that mostly has to do with the fact that ailments in this game, I feel like they're very limited in how strong they can become, and that's because a monster can only be put to sleep so many times or paralyzed so many times before they're dead. In order to unlock the Apothecary Mantle, you need to fully research 10 monsters, be sure to talk to the guy who updates your hunter's notes, then talk to the Armory Merchant to receive an 8-star quest called A Portent of Disaster vs. Kushala Daora. Equipment number 8 is going to be the Cleanser Booster, which is mostly only useful versus Valhazak. In order to unlock this, you're going to need to be Hunter rank 8 or higher, and then complete the Armory quest On Nightmare's Wings, which is only a rank 4 quest, so it's pretty easy to unlock this one. Number 9, the Immunity Mantle. It's kind of similar to Cleanser Booster, except it only affects you. Fully research 15 monsters, and then collect the Teostra quest, A Blaze in the Sand, from the Armor Merchant in the workshop. Equipment number 10 is actually a pretty important one. It's called the Impact Mantle. In order to unlock it, you must be Hunter rank 13 or higher. Then you need to go fight 5 unique threat level 1 tempered monsters. I'll show you a list on screen which monsters those are. And then you need to go talk to the Armory Merchant to receive a level 9 optional quest versus Barrett and Radabon called Showdown, the Muck in the Mall. Equipment number 11 is also really important. It's called the Evasion Mantle. So this is a very popular mantle for speedrunners. Basically, it increases your iframes when you're dodging, and if you successfully dodge through a monster's attacks, you're going to receive a nice attack boost to all of your moves. In order to unlock this, you must be Hunter rank 30 or higher. Then you need to fight 5 unique threat level 2 tempered monsters. Again, I'll show you on screen what all of the threat level 2 monsters are. And then you need to go speak to the Armory Merchant to receive a level 9 optional quest called New World Sky, New World Flower. Equipment number 12 on the list is the Affinity Booster. So the Affinity Booster is actually pretty valuable for increasing the damage output of your team. Affinity in Monster Hunter World is your chance of a critical hit, so with being able to give that to all of your teammates, you can actually increase the damage of your teammates by quite a bit using the Affinity Booster. However, this is also one of the most complicated pieces of equipment to unlock, so let's go ahead and get started on that. So in order to unlock it, you're going to have to go to the research base and talk to the 3rd Fleet Master. She's going to give you a 6-star optional quest, Tingling Taste. Once you've completed that, you're going to go back to the research base and you're going to talk to the 3rd Fleet Provisioner, who will give you a delivery quest. A delivery quest is basically like you just give away some of your materials and you're going to turn those materials in at the resource center back on Astera. Then you'll go back to the research center and talk with the Shy Scholar. He's going to give you a rank 6 capture quest versus Toby Kadachi. After that, you'll be given another delivery quest, this time by the Cheerful Scholar, and then you go back to Astera and complete the delivery once more. Next, you will talk with the Airship Engineer. He's standing next to the 3rd Fleet Master, and you'll receive a rank 6 quest called A Sore Sight. Finally, the 3rd Fleet Master will give you one last quest called Rumble in the Waste, and that's the whole thing. You should unlock the Affinity Booster at that point. Alright, equipment number 13 on my list, the Rocksteady Mantle. It's one of the best equipments in the game. It gives you a ton of damage reduction, and basically it gives you a bunch of poise. If you don't know what poise is, it means the monster can attack you and it doesn't cause you to flinch or stagger or get juggled at all, and that's really, really valuable, because basically what you're going to do is you're going to build health regeneration augmentations on your weapon, so that every time you damage the monster, you get your health back, and then you're just going to wail on them while you're wearing the Rocksteady Mantle, and your health regen's going to come in so fast that you're going to be able to trade with the monster, right? You're going to be able to trade blows with the monster and win. In order to unlock the Rocksteady Mantle, you must be Hunter rank 49 or higher. So really you have to have played the game for a while before you'll be able to unlock the Rocksteady Mantle. And then you need to go fight 3 unique tempered Elder Dragons. I'll leave a list of the Elder Dragons on the screen. And then you'll go to the Armor Merchant once more and she'll give you a Summoned from Below quest. Equipment number 14 on my list is the Fire Protection Mantle. In order to unlock this, you must be Hunter rank 13 or higher. Then you need to go to the Eldritch Recess and discover Dodogama, Lavasieth, and Uragan. So you can also discover these rather than just running around. You can just get into multiplayer fights, run into them, whatever you need to do in order to have run into Dodogama, Lavasieth, and Uragan. Once you've done that, you'll go over to our friend, the Armor Merchant, and you'll pick up a level 7 quest called A Fiery Convergence. Equipments number 15 and 16 on the list, the Waterproof Mantle and the Iceproof Mantle. They're earned the same way. Each of these require you to deliver some basic items to the research center. I'm not entirely sure when these delivery requests become available. If you don't have those delivery requests available, I recommend just progressing in the main story and in the optional quests. It's not a big deal to unlock either of these mantles right now, because these are 2 of the least used mantles in the game. That's because there isn't a really strong water monster. There really isn't a strong ice monster yet either, but that could change in the future. Item number 17 on my list actually is a pretty decent piece of equipment. It's called the Thunderproof Mantle. It's primarily used for fighting Kirin, and we have Kirin, Tempered Kirin, and Arch-Tempered Kirin. So having the Thunderproof Mantle is actually pretty useful. What some people will do is they'll use Temporal Mantle and Rocksteady Mantle, and when those run out, you just go back to camp, you swap those mantles off while they're recharging, and you bring out the Thunder Mantle and use that in the meantime. In order to unlock the Thunderproof Mantle, you need to unlock the optional quest Gone in a Flash. In order to unlock Gone in a Flash, you need to have completed a whole bunch of other optional quests. The first one is a 2-star called Snatch the Snatcher, then a 3-star optional quest called Landing the Landslide Wyvern, and then a 4-star quest called White Monster for a White Coat, and then another quest called Man's Best Fiend. After you've completed all of those, in the trade yard you'll run down and speak to the scientist who's looking at all the captured monsters, and after you talk to him you'll run back up to where the garden is and you'll speak to the Impatient Biologist. The Impatient Biologist is the one who gives you the Gone in a Flash quest. Alright, finally, for equipments number 18 and 19, we have the Dragonproof Mantle and the Temporal Mantle. In order to unlock these, you need to be doing the DLCs. The first one, Dragonproof Mantle, you get that from the Deviljho DLC. I've never actually used Dragonproof Mantle, I can't tell you how useful it is, and that's because there aren't a lot of monsters who actually deal dragon damage. I know Zenigeva deals dragon damage, but Zenigeva is kind of a pushover, and then Deviljho actually does deal dragon damage, but I just bring Null Berries anytime he hits me with this Dragon Breath. It's only one of his moves out of his moveset. So maybe in the future there'll be more reasons to use the Dragonproof Mantle, but as for right now, I don't bother with it. In order to unlock the Dragonproof Mantle, you need to be Hunter rank 13 or higher. There should be someone to talk to in the trade yard who will give you a special quest that begins the Deviljho DLC. At the end of the Deviljho DLC, you'll be given a special assignment quest, the Food Chain Dominator, and this will reward you the Dragonproof Mantle once you've completed it. And just keep in mind, of course, in order to do all this, you actually have to have downloaded the Deviljho DLC. Finally, we have what's probably the strongest piece of equipment in the entire game. You can actually obtain it faster than you can obtain the Rocksteady Mantle. It's called the Temporal Mantle. Basically, the Temporal Mantle, when you wear it, it auto-dodges for you, and that's ridiculous. And when you're in the air, it auto-dodges as well, right? So the Temporal Mantle, you basically just pair this with the Rocksteady Mantle, and you can just kind of cheese through most of the monsters until the mantles run out and they go on recharge. But yeah, just between those two, you become really fantastically strong. So this mantle was given to us with the Lunastra DLC. It requires you to be Hunter rank 16 or higher, and in order to unlock it, first you have to complete all of the quests for the Deviljho DLC. So if you haven't done that, go back and finish the Deviljho DLC. Then you're given a quest for the Lunastra DLC by an NPC who you will find in the trade yard, very similar to the way it worked with the Deviljho DLC. At the end of the Lunastra DLC, there'll be a number of quests. You'll be running through all of those quests. Once you're done with those, you're going to be given one more special assignment called No Remorse, No Surrender, and once you've completed that quest, you will be rewarded with the Temporal Mantle. Alright, and that is all of the gear in the game right now, all of the equipment. When new equipment comes out, I'll be sure to do a guide on that as well. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.